Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 11th to the 20th, 2019. That's 2019 reading for you. Now, I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting out. And I like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude. So I want to thank you so much, whether you're new or old to this channel, for tuning in and stopping by. It's a pleasure having you here. If you would like to book a private reading with me, all that information will be in the description box below. Also, if you would like to donate to my channel, that information will be there also. And if you would like to see the links to all the cards that I use. There we go. That's everything that's in there. So let's see now, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what August 11th to the 20th, 2019 has in store for you. Gemini, August 11th to the 20th, 2019. 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 Gemini, August 11th to the 20th, 2019, Gemini. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Gemini. Okay, fantastic. That's where everything fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, Gemini, we have the Two of Wands. You are looking towards your future. No, seriously, that's even what's crowning you. Your passion, the way that you're going to be moving forward, what you want to do, the way you want to go out there. Things are going to start changing for you relatively quickly during these 10 days. You are being seen here. Wow, that's really interesting. You're being seen here as a king. You're being seen here as the actor upon the stage. There is something that you're taking control of. You're taking power back again within your life. You really are. You have a repeat of the number 2, so that can be working with other people. That's going to be very important to you. That's a coming together. Communication is also going to be very important. For Gemini's, communication is always very important, but you have here a sense of inner power coming in, insight, understanding, paying attention to the details. Beware of betrayal. Beware of betrayal as everything moves forward. There's someone who you think has your back, and they don't. They don't. And also, just know that everybody isn't going to be on your side, because there is going to be a sense of you moving forward and, seeing one thing, looking at things one way, and yeah, it's just not going to be working out exactly the way that you thought. You're going to be getting everything that you want, or a lot of what you want here with the High Priestess, but it's not going to be in the way that you envisioned. You have a repeat of the number 3, which is saying that this is a divine time for you. You're leaving something behind. I mean, seriously, you are. You're sitting there, you're looking at things, you're understanding things, and there is a sense of you saying, you know what, enough is really quite enough. And you move forward, knowing your mind, knowing what it is that you want. Even if other people don't see that within you, you see that within yourself. Okay? See your fairy guidance. Because this is a really interesting reading. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Gemini, August 11th to the 20th, 2019. Gemini, August 11th. There we go. Enlightenment, seeing things differently, moving forward in that knowledge, okay, guided by Spirit, and compassion for all Earth's creatures. I mean, that is going to be, your heart is in the right place, and that's going to be what kind of mucks you up with other people, is that your heart is in the right place, their heart isn't. Okay, for a lot of you Geminis, you're going to be moving forward and you're going to think, oh my gosh, this is just going to be fine because this is how I would do things. Do not look at the world through the way that you would do it. Look at the world as if they have their own agenda, because that's really what they do. And I don't mean to sound cynical or anything like that, but this is really telling me to tell you to mind yourself. Take care of yourself. Make sure that you would pay as much attention to yourself, or that you pay as much attention to yourself as you would other people, as you would, the people that you are taking care of. Okay? Show me clearly, show me clearly. Oh, this card right here. You wish. A wish is being granted. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. August 11th to the 20th, 2019, Gemini. August 11th to the 20th, 2019, Gemini. Show me clearly. And happiness. Oh, I love it. I love that happiness is coming into your life. But it's also choosing to be happy. It's choosing to be happy. It's choosing to do the things that make you happy. And I'm not saying every moment of every day you have to spend it in absolute joy and happiness. That's unrealistic. I'm saying, if you like, let's say, going to the gym, if you like, or exercising, do it. Do it, because you are putting things that are for your well-being on the back burner so that you can help everybody else. And there's somebody here who's just not appreciating it, ooh goodness, the way that you would think they would. Okay? There is a sense here of a wish being granted, and it doesn't have to be going to the gym. What if you want to go shopping, or get your nails done, or be able to go out for a coffee, or something to that effect? Go and do it. Go and do it, and stop worrying about everybody else and what everybody else needs, and trying to be perfect. Because Gemini, I told you, I'm a Gemini, okay? I have an astrologer, and she said to me, she goes, I love Gemini. She says, my husband's a Gemini, my son's a Gemini. She goes, but if only you guys can just stop caring what everybody else thinks, you'll be okay. But that's one of your main hurdles. And she says, I see it time and time again with Geminis. And that just stuck with me because that was so true. It's so true. I would bend over backwards to have everybody in the world thinking, highly of me. That was me. And I have to stop myself when I see it happening. So Gemini, stop yourself. Stop yourself from bending over backwards to make everybody else happy and forgetting about yourself. Because, you can just wait. Oh, don't worry. Everything will be okay. No, well, maybe it won't be. And maybe you're putting yourself under so much stress that you become like Vesuvius. One day you just erupt. And you don't know why. You just sit down and you start to cry. Or, you're just so exhausted that you close your eyes for a minute and you fall asleep. You have to start thinking about yourself, Gemini. And that's what I'm seeing from these cards, because there's a change and there's a shift that's happening that is going to be absolutely beautiful for you. And we're starting with wish. This says, a wish motivates the heart's desire, keeping hope and faith alive. What do you wish for in your life? When you close your eyes, when you see the repeat of the numbers on the clock, what do you wish for? And by that, I mean 1111 or 1212. I was always told when I was little, when you see the repeat of the numbers, just make a wish, because that's the time when wishes are granted. What do you wish for? What do you want? Where do you want your heart to be? Because your heart right here is what's being held up. And that's what you're looking at. The color that shines through here is red. That's healing and cleansing the root chakra. Happiness. If happy is what you want, then happy you shall be. If happy is what you want, then happy you shall be. What your mind focuses on. Now, whether you believe this or not, it's actually scientifically proven. What your mind focuses on is what your mind will see. Your mind is astoundingly powerful. And what you focus on, especially for you, Gemini. I mean, Geminis live in their heads. They're air signs. We're air signs. We live in our heads. That's what we do. That's who we are. All right, the color that shines through here is purple. That's healing and cleansing the crown chakra. It's going to be highly important, because you're going to see, and you might have already noticed, that your mind is so important. What you think about, what you focus on, that's what comes into your life. And here, I have you seizing your power, seizing control of situations, and saying, what do I want my future to look like? Because I'm telling you, for a lot of you Geminis, it's not what it is right now. 10, 15, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, you want to be at a different place than where you are right now. It starts with changing your mind and embracing the seed of your soul. Enlightenment. Enlightenment will unearth your higher consciousness. Following enlightenment, following your ideas, following your understanding will unearth your higher consciousness, listening to your soul, to yourself. Compassion. By widening your circle of compassion for all nature's creatures, your spirit will soar. By taking yourself out of the box and embracing what it is that you truly want and where it is that you truly want to be. By seeing and opening your heart to love. And for some of you Geminis, you've sat there and you've seen pain, you've seen hurt, you've internalized it and said, you know what, not for me. Do not lessen your world by narrowing your love. All right? And that's a very specific message for a very specific few Geminis. And it can be anybody. But Gemini, you internalize things, you think about things, you mull things over. People sit there and go, oh, Gemini's flighty. No, well, Gemini knows when to leave. When it's right for you. Okay, you might come back to it later on, but you leave when it's right for you. And that's something that some people never ever learn. They'll sit there and they'll be like, no, I'll just stick it out. I'll be miserable, but I'll just stick it out. I'll have a heart attack, but I'll still come in the next day. Make sure you take care of you. because you're looking at your future. You're looking at the days, the weeks, the months, the years to come. And there's a severe passion for you to move forward. There's also a fire sign energy in Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. How do you want to move forward in your life? Is it with this fire sign energy? Is this fire sign energy propelling you forward? Is this fire sign energy an anchor on you, saying, oh no, you can't possibly move forward that way? See your future, claim your passion, and keep that at the forefront of your mind, because you will see that life starts to change, that things start to change as you move forward, as you embrace what it is that you want, as you embrace where it is that you want to be. Passion guides you, and you are charging forward to what it is that you truly want. Will your breath be stolen when you get there? Yes, it will, because it's going to be almost like a hunt. It's going to be almost like a pursuit. It's like you're going after it, and once you get there with the jousting, because this is jousting, you're going with lances, you're going to hit your opponent straight on, and the impact takes your breath away. So the impact of what you're doing right now in conjunction to your future can take your breath away. Whether you're going through a pivotal time in your life where you're reevaluating or evaluating what's important and what isn't, making boundaries of what you can do and what you can't do, that's super important right now. As you move forward, as you go after what it is that you want. The Three of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. The Three of Wands, you're sending your ships out. Okay? You know what it is that you want. You know where it is that you're going. You're sending your ships out. You're going after what you desire. And some of you are seeing a return on your investment. You're seeing your ships come in. You're seeing prosperity lead you forward. Make sure things are balanced. It's almost as if, Gemini, right now, everybody wants a piece of you. And you're saying, I don't even have enough for myself. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing as if, in this line right here, when the change comes in, it's like, I need to focus on me. You have the 2 threes, that equals the 6. Okay? These threes where you have somebody who betrays you, and it can be knowingly or unknowingly. This person can just be so into themselves that they don't even realize that they've hurt you. I mean, just for the sake of being nice, let's give them a benefit of the doubt. Or let's say that they're so into themselves that they can only think about what they want, where they're going, what they want to be. You're seeing your ships come in. Everything starts moving fast. If you don't keep counting yourself as somebody who matters, you're going to feel that everything is completely out of balance. But then we have your root. Trust your intuition, Gemini. I mean, seriously, trust your intuition. All right? Because there's a veil being lifted from your eyes. And I don't mean that all of a sudden enlightenment, like full enlightenment, is going to come. I believe full enlightenment is something that it takes a lifetime. The wise, the old, they have it. Full enlightenment takes a lifetime of the veil being lifted and the veil being lifted and the veil being lifted until finally your eyes see clearly to a truth that is comparable to your heart. So you are having this embrace of knowledge and understanding. You are moving forward in truth and in beauty. And by the beauty, I mean the beauty that shines from within. Here, the High Priestess is Catherine. She is the goddess of magic. Well, not the goddess. She's a great sorceress. Okay? Maybe not the goddess of magic, but she could very well be. I can't remember at this point. But she's a great sorceress. And she's creating this cauldron of all the best things that life has to offer. And she gets what she wants. She wants a son who has all the best things before him. All the advantages that the world has to offer. And that's why she made that potion. But the wrong child drank the potion. It was a serving boy who ran away as fast as he could and said, oh my gosh, what have I done? She's going to kill me. And what happens is he shapeshifts into a kernel of corn. She shapeshifts into a hen. She eats him, becomes pregnant, because this is ancient mythology and these things happen, right? She becomes pregnant and she thinks, I have you. I'll kill you now. And then she stops and realizes that the son that she made the potion for, the son that she didn't think had much of a future, may not be the son that she gets to help through this potion. But she has another son coming. Another son coming with all the blessings she had ever imagined. She gets what she wants, but not the way she had envisioned it. And Gemini, you are getting what you want, but not the way you have envisioned it. It's in divine time. It's in divine's hands, not yours. The divine has you and is moving you forward. You're moving away from an old way of thinking. You're moving away from an old mindset. You're leaving something behind. It's no longer relevant. Or it has defined you for so long, and you're saying, you know what, that's not me anymore. The angels are bringing something for you. It's too heavy for you right now. But you're going to see later on, in later years, and I believe it is years, that you're going to be able to look at it and say, okay, this forged me, this shaped me. This right here, this brings you down. Every time you look at it, it brings you down. It pulls you away from the wisdom that you are embracing. Eight of Wands, everything's changing. Are you ready for it? You're kind of ready for it. You are embracing it. You're looking at it. But you see here that you need to embrace what your heart wants first. Yeah. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay? Yeah. You need to embrace what your heart wants first. You need to step back. And what you're doing is, as you step back, as the Spirit said, it said, embrace what your heart wants first. And by that, I just see you stepping back and connecting with that inner high priestess within your soul, within yourself, that inner wisdom, and then acting. Because you're going to want to act instantaneously. You're going to want to be like, okay, I got this, I got this, I got this. You need to step back. You need to embrace your mind, your soul, yourself, and then act. Because that's going to be so much better for you. Especially since your ships are coming in. All right? Especially since you're expanding and growing and going after what it is that you want. You're going to want to move forward really, really quickly and say, okay, I got this. I know what it is that I want. I know where it is that I want to be. And you're going to act instantaneously. And you're going to be a little bit regretful if you act instantaneously. If somebody is pressuring you, oh, you have to act now. If you don't act now, things will never be the same. They're wrong. They really are wrong. You can take a little bit to think. Maybe you have to act quickly and you can't take days upon days, but you need to think about it first. You need to say, okay, I need to step back. I need to think about this. I need to connect with my inner self, because here you are shining through as a king. A king. Meaning you are going to be seen during these 10 days. You are going to be the actor upon the stage, somebody who is seen, somebody who is recognized. Now, that may be very uncomfortable for you because at your root, you are the high priestess. The high priestess works much better behind the scenes. She's not the magician. But know here that you're claiming your power, you're claiming your truth. So people are noticing your wisdom. People are noticing your communication skills. People are noticing you, your mind, your words, yourself. But it's especially your mind. There's a brilliance about you for these 10 days. I mean, there's always a brilliance about you, and you should know that about yourself, Gemini, that there is a brilliance about you, a spark. Okay, but there is a strength to you to go along with that spark that you are embracing. You are crowned by the Morgan right here. That raven. Well, actually, she's a crow. That crow right there. You have the ravens flying off in the distance. Hunin and Munin. Now this, the Morgan, is the goddess of battle in Celtic mythology. Now you might say, okay, why the heck am I crowned by the goddess of battle? And you might also know Celtic mythology and say, oh, that's a bad omen. Okay, yes, that's true. But it's not a bad omen when I look at this card, because it's as if the goddess of battle is blessing you and saying, I'm not choosing you for battle. But even if she is choosing you for battle, she's not choosing you to be slain. She's not choosing you to lose and be defeated. She is choosing you to be strong, to know your mind, to make you the best possible ruler of your destiny that you can be. Because we as human beings, we don't learn when everything is okay. We don't learn when everything is easy. Why that is, I don't know. I wish we did. I wish we learned when everything was sunshine and lollipops and rainbows. That would be wonderful. But we learn when things are hard. When we're broken. When we fall to our knees. When we cry at night and say, I can't do this anymore. That's when the learning starts. When we're so sick that it's hard to breathe, that it's hard to get out of bed, that's when the learning starts. That's when compassion grows within you. That's when determination says, you know what, I am moving forward. I am going after what I want. When you have been mocked and teased and put down for so long, you don't even know what it's like to believe in yourself. That's where the learning is. And here, you are being a king. You are cutting through your doubts and fears. You are knowing your mind, and you are claiming your power. Right here, you see the chainmail over his head? That is you guarding the seat of your soul. And you might say, well, that's a weird place for the seed of your soul. Well, ancient Celts believed that the seed of your soul lay behind your eyes. Ancient Celts also invented chainmail, which is just a fun fact. So you're guarding the seed of your soul. You're protecting it, because the Celts also believed that if you cut off the head of your enemy, you got their power. If you cut off the head of your enemy, you obtain their strength. That's where Highlander came from, which I just think is a cool fact. All right? And how do we know this? How do we know this? The Romans wrote about it because they thought it was so terrifying that these warlike people came down, screamed and yelled and engaged in battle and would chop off the heads of their enemies and take them. They're like, oh my gosh, that's absolutely terrifying, which I completely understand. But you have power and strength to you. You're cutting through doubts and fears. You're claiming your truth. You're speaking your truth, which is important. Because as much as you are the zodiac sign that loves to talk and loves to express yourself, you talk in circles, Gemini. Sometimes without ever saying what you really mean. Being able to sidestep it so artfully that nobody even knows that you're really hiding your inner feelings and your inner self. Set yourself free. And guard yourself. And guard what is yours completely and utterly. Okay? Meaning, guard your talents, guard your truths, because you have an awakening coming. And that awakening leads you to focusing on the details, to really figuring out what's important to you. I see this almost as a out with the old, in with the new kind of thing. Not out with the old, in with the new. No, it's a reevaluating what's important. It's focusing on the details of what you want. It's focusing on the heart of what you desire. And then seeing that beauty move you forward. Embracing that beauty to where it is that you want to be, to what it is that you desire. It's not a worshiping of money, though money does come. Okay? It's a worshiping of your abilities. And maybe worshiping is wrong. No, there is almost a holy sense to it. No, it's right. There's almost a holy sense to what you do. Meaning that it's guided by the divine. There's sacredness within your essence during these 10 days. Embrace it. It's the quality of work that you do. It's the quality of beauty that you have within your life. It's the quality of your soul's essence that you put into every manifestation of your desires that moves you forward. And as you have that happen, some jerk, and I say jerk, because it just is, not to judge, but just to state facts. Somebody comes that you trust and says, it's not good enough. And you take it to heart. You really do. And there's also a sense, since you are moving forward, since you are claiming your truth, that there might be, as you look towards your future, there might be heightened sensitivity here because you have this awakening coming in. Okay? You have yourself feeling as if you're pulled in so many different directions. You're like toffee, and you're just being pulled and pulled and pulled until you snap. Everything is changing, and you see your focus. You see with clarity where it is that you're supposed to be. And you might say, Dane, where? Where is it that I'm supposed to be? I can't tell you that. This is a general reading, all right? But I can tell you it's somewhere where you value yourself. It's somewhere where this person looks upon you, and yeah, they're jealous, but you keep growing. You keep embracing your soul. You keep embracing where it is that you want to be, what it is that you want to do. People are going to look at you, and this might not be one specific person, though for some of you it will be. This might be a kind of a theme of your life, where you're moving forward, and you get these people who don't like you. You get people who expect too much of you. You get weight put on your shoulder, and you feel like Atlas. Because you feel betrayed by people that you trust. And then you think, okay, I have to hold it all myself. No. This betrayal actually spurs you forward to finding balance and moving forward in passion. Now, this betrayal can be by a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be. Okay? It can be by somebody who is super pushy, who has their own agenda at heart, who is looking at what they want to, where they want to be, and going to charge forward. And the impact of their arrogance takes your breath away. Okay? Find your balance. You're focusing on the details of what you want, the details of where you want to be. You're cutting through doubts and fears. You're knowing your prosperity. You're knowing your truth. You move forward in passion. And you rethink things. You rethink what you once thought was all important. You rethink where you once felt comfortable. And now you're moving forward because you see the essence of people. You see the essence of what you want. And you claim the truth of what you desire. No longer are you letting other people decide your future for you. Now you take the future in your hands and you claim it with power. You claim it with ferocity of spirit. You claim it with determination of soul. Your subconscious message. The 7 of Cups, and I just laugh because that's just funny. First of all, you have a repeat of the number 7. All right? This is not a time to do anything sneaky because it will be brought to the light. And I'm not saying that you are sneaky. I'm just saying that with the number 7, any sneakiness that is done gets brought to the light. And you might sit there and you might look at the person next to you and be like, well, wait a minute, they did X, Y, and Z, and you're calling me out for doing something so small and insignificant. You know what the answer will be? Yes, yes, we are. And don't focus on them, please focus on you, which I always hate when people say that. Okay? So here, this is also saying that you are being drawn to the esoteric. You are being drawn to the more spiritual side of things. You might be even drawn to to the esoteric, to the more mystical side of things. Okay? It might not be completely taboo, where some people sit there and say, oh, the tarot is taboo and, these teachings and that teachings. It might just be you're going deeper into a spiritual text. It might be that you're opening yourself up to meditation. It could be a whole myriad of things. But for some of you, you really are going to be delving deeper. You're going to be delving deeper into the spiritual, and you're going to be embracing what your soul wants and where your soul wants to be. You're really listening to that. But know that the 7 of Cups is also telling me to tell you the power of your mind is unbelievable. The power of your mind to sit there and see what it is that you want, to know where it is that you desire being, is astounding. And this is saying visualize, visualize, visualize. Do not imagine. Okay? Imagination is different. It's saying, oh, maybe one day it would be nice if, oh, it would be nice if. But this is saying, no. This is my life, and I'm seeing it within my mind. Because the first place that you start creating your future is between your ears. It's by seeing and knowing that the negativity spoken over you when you were younger is evaporating. The failures that you have defined yourself by are becoming learning experiences. And you are moving forward in the power and the truth of what you want, where you want to be, and what you desire. As that happens, you become stronger and stronger within yourself. But the first thing you have to do, no matter what it is that you want, Gemini, is to see it. If you want to be in love, see and feel what it feels like to be in love. Don't give the person a face. Don't give the person a name. Don't sit there and say, oh, it has to be Sam. If it's not Sam, it's going to be no one. No. Open the doors and say, this is what I want to feel like when I'm by my partner. This is what I want to feel like when I'm in the job that I love. This is what I want to feel like as I'm following my bliss. And as you follow your bliss, and as you embrace what it is that your soul wants, and you speak it into reality within your mind, and you focus on it, and you develop it, doors start opening for you. Right away? No, you have to reprogram your mind. But they start opening, and they lead you forward to greatness and beauty. All right, Gemini, I hope this reading has resonated with you. It was quite intense. That's why I was very surprised when the cards fell like they did. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. It's been an absolute pleasure spending this time with you. Thank you for giving this reading a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I'll be reading for you all really, really soon. Bye, guys.